duty. Happy day, happy day. So today is my long run day. I'm going up a mountain. I just started, so breathing amazingly. And I'm going so slow and steady. I want to do 5 miles today, but I had to sneak one more client in that needed to see me today. And so I'm getting a late start, so might have to just do what I can in an hour. Ooh, see the moon? See the moon? Oh. So it's been 2019, it's 2025, so this fall will be 6 years since what I want to do again, which is a long run in a beloved national park, doing it self-supported, and possibly with a companion. And that's the intention. If we both can train well and be healthy and similar fitness. But wow, I think I was just, it's been quite a while, but I had some left patellar pain, and I tell people when they're running that they shouldn't have any, and patellar means kneecap, sorry about that, forgot to translate that. So you shouldn't have that. You shouldn't have specific pain in a tendon, specific pain in a muscle. No. Not specific pain in a joint. No. And so I stopped running, even though that was mild. Right now, I'm talking to you, but I do feel a little bit of tension, compression, and I was just working and didn't stretch beforehand. I usually don't stretch, but I often don't stretch before. But I also often am not stationary for a time, and I did just drive here to the mountains. So this is exciting. This is the road to, if I can, so I mapped it out. I kind of need this base, so I did 5 miles last week. We'll do that again this week. But what I need to be doing is then increasing a half mile every week to get my training base up for this route. My runs during the week will be short. One will always hover around 3 miles. Pretty short, right? Even though I'm training for closer to like marathon distance. But one really short like that, but I can add diversity to it, like speed, hills, and then I'll have a moderate distance that, so for a while, since my long run is only 5 miles, which is a big deal, and so I'm not increasing my 5 miles because I've really, because it was a bit of a stretch for me before last week, and so I need to let it stay there. So as you're increasing, it's important to plateau and stay there for a while. So I'm gonna have to monitor and make sure, so run super mindfully, so slowly breathing through my nose as much as possible, watching on my form, yeah, and if everything's feeling good, we're okay. But any sign of, you want to pick up those first subtle signs. You don't want to, our body gives us warning signs, and if we disregard those warning signs, like when that check engine light comes on and it's just a warning, but your car still seems to be running fine, you don't want to like ignore that. So when our body, pain is one of those things. It's like a check engine light. It means something's not right. So I had that little bit of knee pain and kind of tension, but then it was like, it would be bothering me when I was, got to the point it was bothering me when I was sitting, you know, and honestly, it might be related even more towards cycling than running, but I cut back on both of those, and so I'll need to explore that as I do this training. I haven't been cycling too much in the last 2 months with the rain and then fires here in California, and then I was doing bike commuting. We had one car for a year, which was good fun. I mean that sincerely, and it took a lot of communication between me and my partner, but gave me such a great baseline level of fitness. And imagine if your commute to work, if all that time was your workout. It's like really enjoyable, and you get to see the neighborhood more. So one thing I'm exemplifying right now and gonna point out now, I wasn't talking about, wasn't really highlighting in this video, is as I'm going uphill here, should still be able to keep it conversational. And this is a very healthy pace to train at when you can do that. And that's, oh, you can say, oh, for your heart, and to not rev and max too hard. But if your heart's not trained and you're going anaerobic, that's what we call it, where you're not getting enough oxygen based on the demands, that means your muscles aren't going to be getting the tissue, the nutrients that they need, the oxygen and metabolic products not coming in, all that stuff that comes in your bloodstream. But it also means that your joints and your tendons aren't going to be up for it, because how could they be? Because clearly it's loading your cardiovascular system too much, and each step, so you can hear it. Step. Each of those steps, muscles in my back, in my glutes, in my quads, down in my calves and in my feet are attenuating the force, meaning they're acting as shock absorbers. And so you want them to be able to absorb the shock. And so breathing through your nose, and in such a beautiful space as this, get to breathe in things like sage. It's a wonderful byproduct of breathing through your nose, is having a more sensory experience, in addition to keeping you going at a pace that is sustainable. So, and at this pace, yeah, like, I'm not, like, so far, I feel like I could keep going for a while. So the fitness of my legs is handling okay. I can feel it a bit in my calf now, and I'm about a half mile of climbing up. Oh, shoot. I put run, I didn't put mountain run, so it's not gonna, it's not gonna track elevation, trail run. So anyway, I hope that you'll follow along and on this journey I'm hoping for the run to be in September 2020-25, if you can figure out what that meant. But in 2025, probably towards late September. Yeah, I'm dreaming of that, and so I'm putting in the time right now. And in the next video, I'll tell you more. Maybe I'll talk about strengthening, or maybe we can talk about nutrition or mindset. You can let me know in the comments what interests you. Let me know if you're training for anything. Make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on videos. Oh, and I have a newsletter. Yeah, I've been a physical therapist. This is my 19th year. Whoa. And part of that, I studied physical therapy. I studied exercise science and kinesiology. Even in high school, I took anatomy and physiology. Oh man, way back when. And I was been an athlete, was a big soccer player. Movement is so fun. So I have a newsletter. It's called the LYHL Movement Newsletter. And I'm really just wanting to share what I know about the human body. I've helped people in their suffering. Right now I'm exuding, not to you, but out on the trail here and in my breath, the stress that I've been in today of people coming to me because they're suffering because of limitations in their body. And I'm really grateful for that work. And I know that the knowledge that I have could have prevented their pain had they come to see me sooner. Because, you know, they didn't just have a car accident or fall off a roof or something like that. Those kind of traumas, big T traumas, are kind of unavoidable, but we have all these little t physical traumas. Those are terms we talk about in terms of mental health, emotional well-being, but there's also these physical traumas, and there's things we can do to make our body more capable, more resilient, to prevent suffering, to allow us to enjoy our movement. You guys, thanks for companioning me. We're almost up. This is the big climb. This particular trail starts out just like 3/4 of a mile straight up. Yeah, 0.65 right now. And this has been really enjoyable for me. So thanks for coming along. But subscribe to that newsletter. This community is going to be just me wanting to help people faster than one-on-one and sooner. You know, it's hard to schedule with me. I have limited space in my schedule. I have limited energy and capacity for that one specific thing. It's an important thing of what I do, but it's not the only thing. And so I'm so excited to be creating resources like this. So this is really perfect if you're somebody that wants to trail run or are trail running or hiking. And these principles, so many of them, like the more kind of specific they are, the more generalizable they are. Universal. So yeah, I'll probably get some philosophical stuff in there, just like I did. It's really good to be alive. It's really a gift. Our body is a gift. And if we take care of it, it'll take care of us. We need to be listening to our body. We need to not treat our body as something to be bludgeoned or, you know, coerced into things, but we do want to know what it needs, listen to what it's saying it needs, get some fundamental baseline knowledge, because gosh darn it, I don't ever see that, but that was funny. But gosh darn it, if there's one thing I know, there's many things I know from 19 plus years as a PT, is that people don't know how to take care of their body. People don't know how to listen to their body. So there's really basic, fundamental things that if you can learn more, how to stretch, how to strengthen, how frequently to do those, how aggressively to do those, how much time to give in between doing those, how to pair them up and order them, how to take care of the various parts of your body, etc., etc., etc. I'm here for you. A lot of these videos will be just kind of long form, conversational like this. Thanks for being here. I'm here to eliminate suffering. I'm here to optimize movement. I'm here to help you live your healthiest life. Yeah. Bye.